Hey everybody, Tom here with, of course, my
Dana.
wife, Dana. Uh, hate to disappoint everybody, but unfortunately, the episode of Through the Doorway has been postponed again till next week. A lot of stuff happened this week that, made me have to do this, unfortunately. First of all, I had a nice little trip to the hospital. So that was fun. Well, I guess depends your meaning of fun. I meant it sarcastically, you know this. But they had to run a bunch of tests on me and stuff. Apparently my nerve damage is worse than we thought. Uh so yeah.
Yeah, we unfortunately I didn't get any of the research I was supposed to do done
Yeah.
over the past weekend because Tom had an episode where his legs locked up and he fell when he got up out of his computer chair.
Episode.
And then I had two job interviews this week
I gotta be a
that I
dumbass.
had to prepare for, and then of course his trip to the hospital.
Yeah,
You
that was
know,
fun.
7 hours in the emergency room was
Woo!
not fun at all.
No, it's not.
The good thing is that they discharged him because there wasn't anything immediately life threatening to him to warrant being
Yeah.
admitted. He
Yep.
has to follow up with a neurologist considering the
Yup.
neck it falls in with a head specialist.
Yep. They're gonna find
So
out if I'm nuts. I mean, no.
yeah, so we have to do that. And then of
Of
course
course,
our other co-hosts.
Loki and Courtney, they apparently had a car accident.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go into details with that. They're
No.
both fine.
Yeah.
But they have a something and with their vehicle they're dealing with some of that stuff and they have a wedding this weekend. So between them trying to figure out stuff with their car and preparing for going to a wedding this weekend, I'm not sure how much of their research is already done. They probably did theirs for the week we were originally supposed to air this last week. So it's really just me being behind.
Well, it's not just you being
Um,
behind. I'm behind too. I didn't get any of the research I wanted to do done because I was busy on the floor.
but on the plus side, I got the job. So yay!
And on my plus side, you managed to get me off the floor.
So
So,
starting the beginning of next month, I will be back to work 5 days a week.
yes, you will.
So I'm going to take these next 2 weeks and I'm going to try and do as much pre-research as I can on a multitude of topics like we spoke about before.
But,
We might have to tweak our
this
recording schedule, not the day it goes up, but the recording schedule itself might need to be tweaked just a little bit.
And due to the fact I feel horrible that I had to postpone it twice, this used to happen back in the original run where my health got in the way. Luckily, Mike C, he does a podcast called The Other Side. It's kind of like this. It's a little different, but back then he would run it without me, you know, and he also his co-host. I call him Governor Empire or other Mike. I don't know what he goes by now, but those two used to be able to run it without me because they used to be able to do it from Mike C's computer. I didn't open it up on my computer like I do now. See, that's the problem is the way I reformatted it, it's now where everything's on my computer, so I have to be the one to initiate it. If I don't, there can't be an episode,
The
unfortunately.
good news is that I'm learning how to run the programs, so in the future, if for whatever reason Tom can't be here,
Hmm?
as long as the other co-hosts can, I can always run it.
Yeah,
But
also, I wanted to make claim to something here. It was my bad. The very first episode, when I explained where Through the Doorway came from, I left out stuff that I didn't mean to. When I originally was talking about it, and me and my wife talked about it, and she said I did like 90% of the work, it was after the original run we were talking about. And unfortunately, I offended uh, Mike C and other Mike because they thought I was talking about the original run, and I want to apologize for that Because in the original run, I was only doing about 35% of the work, while those two together were doing about 65. You know, because Mike C was running on his end. You know, other Mike was doing research on his end. I was doing research for my books. You know, so I wanted to clear that up, and I apologize for any confusion with that, because I didn't want to make it sound like with the original nobody did any work. I wasn't talking about the original, and I didn't think about it. I didn't think about how I was wording things. I should have said, you know, I tried to revive it another time. The problem was when I tried to revive it the first time, nobody knew about it except my wife.
Yeah, we only got through 2 episodes, and actually I think most of this was my fault, because I'm the one who made that comment about how he was doing 90% of the work.
And it's my fault because I didn't correct her.
We didn't... I said it, which led to it, but he didn't specify after I made the comment that it was from the time we tried to bring it back. And so I think we're both kind of at fault for that. So,
but,
we both owe the apology. And we've worked it out with the other guys.
But
and they're like, oh, you know,
my thing is, though, I'm the host of this. I'm the one running it. So I take full responsibility. I should have caught the stuff when it was said, but I wasn't thinking. I guess it was because I was excited that we had finally come back that I wasn't thinking, you know, so... I want to apologize to them because I feel horrible about that, because it caused this huge misunderstanding where they thought I was talking bad about them, and I didn't want to talk bad about them. I think they're both awesome. You know, we had fun with the original run, and it's my fault the original run stopped, you know, because Mike had a lot going on. Mike C had a lot going on at the time. You know, and when I said it was in limbo, I might have said it in a way where it may have came off as in I was blaming somebody, but honestly, I was just stating that it was in limbo until I could figure out how to run it, because I was still trying to figure out how to set things up properly for, you know, a podcast. It was one thing doing gameplays, but I had to set it up differently for podcasts, and I wasn't sure on the right... What is the word I'm looking for? The right combination? Is that what I'm looking for? You know, so I feel bad about that. And unfortunately, what made this so bad was the Twitter accounts got hacked. And that's what triggered everything going into this huge misunderstanding.
Yes, the Twitter accounts don't exist anymore.
The Twitter accounts do not exist anymore because, I'm sorry, the Facebook page still exists and stuff?
We did away with the Twitter, and we 2-step verified every other account we had.
Yes. And just so people know, I got emails, and one of the emails, I forget which one it is. I'm not going to bring it up right now because I don't want to open up a can of worms. But it said that it was in Ontario area or Canada. Ontario, Canada. Canada. How can I not say Canada? Canadians hate me. It's okay. But it said Ontario, Canada.
Yes.
So I can kind of suspect who it is, but I'm not going to point fingers, although it seems pretty obvious. But, you know, I'm not going to go into that. You know, I just want to kind of forget it happened. And honestly, I'm kind of glad that I'm not on Twitter anymore, because it's really a cesspool. You know, you had to be really careful what you said on there. You know, because people would just attack you. I mean, even if you word one thing wrong, people will attack you on there. You know, but I still have the Facebook page. There's actually a couple Facebook pages. Hi, Yuki. Wave. Hi. But, what I want to get at is the Facebook pages still exist. There's a Through the Doorway page. Then there's also the what would you call it that we're under? That thing that me and Loki made.
Discord?
No, on Facebook. There's another page. Whispering Trees Productions. We're under a...
It's a group page.
It's a group page. It's pretty much Loki's YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, Through the Doorway podcast, all run under this I guess we're trying to turn it into a company
Yeah.
in a way, called Whispering Trees Productions. It's also a Facebook page. Also, I'm on another social media thing that I don't think a lot of people use, but it's called MeWe. It's something I was experimenting with. So there's a Cypher Xavier group on there. I don't do Instagram and stuff like that. I don't understand it. Let me explain why a lot of stuff goes wrong. I know it seems like I'm kind of going on, but I think everybody needs to understand this. I am technology illiterate. I do not do well with technology. I didn't send an email until I was, what, 30?
Not quite, but close.
But close to 30, and I'm 35 now. I'm going to be 36 soon, but... So, that should tell you something. I didn't have a smartphone until... How long?
He got his first smartphone about 5 or 6 years ago.
And let me tell you something.
And he hates it.
Well, there's a reason I hate it. One, I don't understand how it works. Two, they don't tell you this, but when your hands are mostly scar tissue, the touchscreen doesn't like to react. So, I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do my research as quickly as I can over this weekend so that we can actually get the episode recorded probably the beginning of this next week. I might see if we can go ahead and get 2 episodes recorded this coming week. That way we're ahead a little bit.
Well, we're either going to try to get 2 episodes recorded, or I'm going to do another gameplay video this week plus Through the Doorway. That way, it's kind of me making an apology for this.
Well,
I'm going to do double work.
Even if we record 2 of the Through the Doorway podcast episodes, we're only going to put 1 up.
I know, but I'm saying I'm probably going to do another gameplay just to kind of make up for it, because I don't like the fact that I'm missing putting up content. So, I am sorry, guys, for all this, but life happens. I wish it wouldn't happen until I was like 20 episodes in or something, but I think we can pretty much leave this off here. So I want you guys to do me a favor, though. Anybody that likes Through the Doorway and watches Through the Doorway, I want you to go over to Mike C's channel and check out his podcast and his gameplays. His podcast is called The Other Side, his paranormal one.
And that is spelled S-Y-D-E, not S-I-D-E.
I'll put links in the description to his channel, alright? But he does The Other Side, alright? Which is the paranormal.
He also does gameplays, right?
I'm trying to explain. What cut me off? Ugh. So anyway, he has The Other Side, which is his paranormal podcast. Okay, he has another podcast called Tuned Inside. All right, where he talks about current events, stuff like that. He also does gameplay videos and compilation videos. So I'd like you guys to go check that out. I'm trying to get everybody on the same page. I never meant any harm towards him. Somebody purposely made it look like I meant harm. So that's why I'm telling you guys to go there. I'm going to put the links to his stuff, in the description. And it looks like Luna's come to visit finally. Say hi, Luna. Say hi. Hello. Alright, so, I guess till next time, we'll see you through the doorway. I'll see you guys later.